Juddle Plays!
Welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. I have been Juddle Plays, and it has been a little bit since the last time I have recorded an episode of Super Mario Galaxy 2. Oh god, it's been, 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks since I've recorded. That's mostly because I was on vacation for 2 weeks, didn't really have the want or desire, or didn't even really have the capabilities of actually fulfilling the duty of uploading while on that vacation. And then I went to Warped Tour with my girlfriend and her sister, and that kind of took up that weekend. And now I am in the middle of a probably only 2-episode recording session to try to get some videos ready so I can start my basically so I can make a comeback. Anyways, in this episode we are going to be calling this Hungry Luma because I believe this is the only thing we have left to do in World 3. I would say what we did in the last episode, but I'm not exactly sure what galaxies we went through. I think we went through that, like, Haunty Halls one, but I think that was... No, I think it was the Freezy Flake, Secret Star, and all of Haunty Halls that we can do. I believe that was last episode. Looks like you found a Hungry Luma. I'm not going to read the rest of the text, because that's the 3rd time he says that. If you didn't get it already, he says that every time. Hey you, yeah you, got any tasty star bits? You already saw I need 1,000, so I'm going to shut up. Okay, yeah. Luckily, we still have about 800 star bits after this, which is crazy to think that I do, and I don't know why only one of them, like... It all went to stream, but then just one shot out. Okay, but yeah, transform into a galaxy. Oh god. I remember back when I used to play this game, I'd get to about this part, or maybe a little bit further, and I'd be like, oh no, gotta grind star bits, because I didn't have enough star bits for that. I mean, let's be honest, we could always use the Bank Toad, which I'm not exactly sure why he has a headlight, or, you know those things. Well, by headlight, well, first Beat Block Galaxy, but by headlight, I mean a light that's on his head, not the headlight on, like, a car or my truck. Yes, I do drive a truck. Step to the beep. All I could think of was stepping on the beach. I wish I could do that better. I don't think he like SpongeBob rolls his R's in that, or let's be real, Tom Kenny, because he is the voice of SpongeBob. But yeah, that's something I don't think I've ever shared on this channel, or maybe I have, or it could have been a really long time ago. I cannot roll my R's. Like, I am very jealous of people who can actually roll their R's. Anyway, if you couldn't guess from the name of the star, Step to the Beep is you have to go through this area, and every time, well, not every beep, but you'll see the little blinks. It'll do 3 blinks and it'll change the platforms. So it's a cool little thing. I believe this comes back in Super Mario 3D Land. Oh god, why'd I do that? Okay. That was very tricky. Even though it wasn't really tricky, I just made it a lot more tricky than it needed to be. But something cool that also happens with these beat blocks, I guess you can call them, is that the enemies actually change once the platform goes, and I need to remember to be a little more careful. Can I long... Well, I tried. I tried to long. But the long did not exactly work out in my favor. Why, I need to be careful. Jordan, you have to press the Z button and then the A button. Don't accidentally press A then Z, or just press them at the same... Or no, that's just a backflip. I don't know, all I know is that is not the first time that's happened, and I don't know, just who knows. All I know is I can at least get a few more star bits, which is really nice. I believe they do that so in case you die, you can at least get some star bits to eventually get a 1-up. But, as we all know, it does kind of suck that in this game it does actually take 100 star bits instead of 50. I know I mentioned that before, but I thought it would be really nice to mention right now. Now, I need to watch out because, sadly, their rocks don't disappear after that. Only their bodies disappear. So, the threat of the enemy is still real. Or, if this was Super Mario Galaxy, the threat of the enemy would still be... Oh my... Come on, come on, come on, long jump, there we go. Oh, that could have been... That could have been really bad. Let's just forget things happened here and just long jump over there. We have the Comet Medal. We're all good. I have a... No, I do not have a 1-up. I hesitated a little bit. That was because I did not want to accidentally fall off because my track record with pressing the Z and then the A button is not all that great. Now, I believe this block here is star bits. Let me check. It is Starbits. Thank God it's not a MASH one, because I thought for, like, I almost said for the longest time. It makes it like I've been contemplating that for my whole life. No, but I was thinking that whole time that, oh god, this is just one of those MASH ones, so I have to be really fast. If they were smart, they would have made it a MASH one, but I'm really happy they didn't, to be honest, because that makes it a lot easier. Okay, I don't know why I tried jumping up there just now, because I knew it was going to disappear pretty soon. Okay, the last one is right there. Can I just, like, long jump here and then make it? Yes, I can. In my mind, I thought of long jumping just to the solid platform, but long jumping to that green platform and then jumping there also does work. Now, do the platforms stay? Oh, yes, they do. That is awesome. Okay, that is really cool. So yeah, the platforms do stay once you actually beat the mission, even though you could already see that they do stay. Anyway, enough blabbering. We have the star of the Beat Block Galaxy. And like all Hungry Luma galaxies, that is the only main star we can get. I believe there is a... Actually, I don't know why I'm saying I believe. There is a comet that we are going to receive a little bit later, but I believe that won't actually show up until, like I said, a little bit later. Because for some galaxies, I don't know why, there are certain galaxies that the comets don't show up until way later. I believe it deals with how many stars you have, or at least I think it does. Now, oh, I've been waiting for this. Challenge, racing at Wildglide Galaxy. Don't chicken out, come on, don't wait, Jibberjay. Okay, Jibberjay. Oh yeah, I'll see you next time when I do need to receive some mail. I wish I could get some 1-ups, but sadly, I did not play on my other files, so I could not get 1-ups. I also haven't really played on the other file anyways. Now, I could zoom out, but... Oh, wait, what am... No, I have the right idea. I forgot, the Wildglide Galaxy was in World 2, not World 1. Anyways, I was originally going to just go and take on the boss of World 3, but I just want to get this Fluzzard race out of the way. Some of you might be wondering, why the hell are you waiting to do the comets, but yet you're going back and then doing this race? That's because, I guess a rule I'm going to make up right now is, a letter has more importance than a comet. Just because I like doing comets in a row, I also just, I don't know, I want to get the letters done as fast as I can, because sometimes it's a little hard to see the icon, even though it's not really. I'm just trying to make an excuse for going back to here and doing this. Just try me, I'm ready anytime. I'm the best there is, just try me, I never lose a race. Well, obviously I'm gonna race, because I think if I press quit, it just puts me a few spaces back, and then I have to talk to you again anyways. Because I doubt you're gonna kill me, and that's the only way you could... You can't even just send me out of the galaxy either. Showdown, and don't think I'm some pushover, let's go. Okay, this race. How do I love Fluzzard? I mean, I do have a love-hate relationship with Fluzzard, but yeah. So, instead of the first time we raced, well, it wasn't even a race. The first time we did this, you could take your time and stuff, but this time, you want to go as fast as possible. You want to dive, you want to do a lot of dives, but you also want to be careful that you don't hit into any rocks. Now, Jibberjay is most likely going to stay in front of you for the majority of the time. Usually by the end of the race, you can actually catch up to him pretty well. Staying down to the bottom is not a bad thing whatsoever, because I do believe there's a little hole you can go in the bottom, but obviously make sure you don't hit the water. I'm not entirely sure if the water is a one-hit KO or not, but I am not willing, oh god. I am not willing to find out if it is a one-hit KO. Now, oh god, fall down, because I think those blue things, if you hit them at the right direction, are a one-hit KO. Now, luckily, this race with Jibberjay and the birds, well, yeah, I made it like it was just Jibberjay, but there were other birds that were racing us. The other birds don't really ever catch up to you if you are competent with the racing mechanic. I lost, I'm no leader. You be our new leader. New leader gets a star. Yeah, this race, like I said, is not too hard. Once you get to the ending, I don't know exactly what the hell Jibberjay does, but for some odd reason, he starts to go a little bit slower. And then you can catch up by diving a whole bunch and, yeah, get the star. It's not that hard. But let's just say Jibberjay has another race in his sleeve a little bit later. But we're not going to be worrying about that because that is not until a while later. And let's just say that race is a little... Actually, let me rephrase that. It's a lot harder than that race. I've lost that one a lot, and I've barely lost this one. I see you brought us back a really loud bird this time. Har har. You hear the tranquil song of the stars? No? Well, it's tough to hear over that yappin' Jibberjay. How about going over there and trying to quiet it down for a bit? Oh, so the race of birds is Jibberjay. For some reason, I thought just the blackbird was Jibberjay, but he painted it like the blackbird was just Jibberjay. Also, I have no idea where the hell Jibberjay is on this planetoid. Is it further down? I'm not sure. Jordan, this is what you get for not paying attention where he... Oh, there he is. Well, still, this is what I get for not paying attention to what part of Starship Mario he is on. Listen up, there's a trick to going fast with Fluzzard. Point down to dive. Keep diving to go fast. Dive whenever you can. Fast. Yeah, I thought that was already mentioned. Like, when the one Jibberjay told us when we first used Fluzzard, I thought that was already kind of a thing. Anyway, now it is time to fight the boss of World 3. We have almost 10 stars more than what we have needed to actually go to this boss. Take the warp pipe there, and we can go to Bowser Jr.'s Fearsome Fleet. So you may have thought the level with, what is his name? Gobblegut, that's the name. You may have thought that level was easy, and Gobblegut's not exactly the easiest in the world, but Bowser Jr.'s Mighty Mega Hammer, let's just say the level is a little bit harder. Obviously, you'd expect it to be harder because it's World 3, and we're not at the end of World 1. Instead, like I said, we're at the end of World 3. But, I guess I was trying to think, I was about to say I have memories with this, but I don't know. I shocked myself. These things are back from the, I believe, Boulder Bowl Galaxy. But yeah, usually the bullet bills home in on you, but for some odd reason these ones aren't. But the gimmick of this Bowser stage is, as you see, we have Yoshi. And what we need to do is we need to go around these areas and use the bullet bills to break open these glass structures. I mean, well, the glass structure is not currently here, but it was there. And cool thing with Yoshi, you can just hit it with the tongue and you can go, and that is really nice. Now, these bullet bills right here from the shooters do actually aim at you. There's a whole bunch of these, like, glass things that you can hit to get a whole bunch of star bits, which I'm going to try to aim for a whole bunch, but, I don't know. Now, some of these you have to be a little careful because they can, well, the bullet bills can get a little bit, troublesome by how many you have, and I am surprised I lived from that. Luckily, this one won't move until I hit this right here. But, let me see. I want to see if I can get this guy to shoot a bullet bill at me. I don't think he is going to, but I believe there are some bullet bills that can be shot out of here. Come on, guy, come here. Shoot him. Okay, I guess that is not gonna happen. I guess we have to hit this, and then they're gonna finally start shooting bullet bills again. Because it's just kind of stupid. Now, there are 2 bullet bill shooters on here, but I want to try to hit this as fast as possible. It is not really all that hard, but if you do not hit it in time, you are going to have a bit of a troubled time. Now, with these bullet bills homing on you, as I think I mentioned a little bit earlier before, they do become... There's more bullet bills than you can precisely aim, so you are going to find yourself taking in a lot of the bullet bills and then kind of just randomly shooting them. Now, I believe I can make it over here as long as this guy right here does not harm me. Luckily, I can just wait till he comes back, and then I can just use my tongue to whip him and then kick him, because that is how we do things. Now, oh god. I was just wondering exactly where the comet medal that I need is, but I know where it is. Now, turns out I think we're supposed to use those to get up here, but as you saw, I kind of did a slight bit of a shortcut. I mean, it's a little bit of a shortcut. In all honesty, it's probably more of a harmful thing than a good thing, but look at that right there, the comet medal. Honestly, I think we're almost done with this level. Like, I didn't think it was this short. I thought it was a little bit longer, but I guess... I don't know, my memory is not as good. I guess that's what I want to say, but come on, shoot this puppy over there, and we should be good for the rest of the mission. And why do they give you another shop right there? They literally just gave me an extension shroom. Like, literally, if I bought this, I just get another 1-up. And I don't really need a 1-up. I also only have 26 star bits. But then again, getting star bits in this mission isn't exactly the easiest thing in the world, because you're more concentrated on aiming the bullet bills than you are just, well, collecting star bits. But here's Bowser Jr. again.
Don't you know when to quit? I'm gonna enjoy taking you out from the cozy confines of my robot cockpit. So you want a Grand Star, do ya? Well, come on, tough guy. Let's see if you're any match for Mega Hammer.
Now, as you remember, the first boss we fought was not Mega Hammer. I'm stupid. The first boss we fought was Gobblegut. It was its own being. But I guess Bowser Jr. just really does not have many henchmen, because now we're just fighting a robot. What you want to do for the robot is you want to try to hit his, blue bulges, I guess? You usually can only get one hit at a time because of the way this works, but let me just try to hit this one. I doubt this one is actually going to work because he's going to put it up, but I think I can shoot just now. There we go, we got that one out of the way. And I thought another bullet bill shot, but maybe I shot it beforehand. Okay. We must have entered a new phase, though, because he just hit his two hammers together, which could be bad. But now once you get to this phase, you want to grab a bullet bill and you want to shoot over this way. Because, let's just say, he has a little bit of a bulb, or whatever you want to call it, on the back of him. And shoot this out of the way, because usually after you do that, he'll just turn around. And I forgot to turn the ringer off on my phone. I am not going to really care too much because I can just check it right after this episode. Oh god, okay. I really hope I did that in time. I'm not entirely sure, but... oh, he's doing it again. Okay, well, that's that. We got the first phase done, and for some odd reason I experienced a little bit of slowdown. But now, on to the second phase. I know I said there's a second phase before, but turns out, yeah, it wasn't a second phase. What you want to do here is you want to jump up, and then you want to shoot the bullet bill, and if you aim it correctly, it will hit the little cockpit area. It's not that hard to do, but you usually want to take this, shoot it out of the way, and then take this one, and then rinse and repeat, jump, shoot, and the boss should be done. So yeah, Mega Hammer is not exactly the hardest boss in the world. I mean, in all honesty, sometimes I think Mega Hammer is actually easier than Gobblegut. Because, I don't know, I just never had trouble with Mega Hammer. I mean, something coming up later I may have a little bit of trouble on, but even then, I don't think I got hit. Which may or may not ruin what the certain thing I'm talking about is. But yeah, like, it's pretty easy. If you remember on Gobblegut, I got hit a decent amount of times, and then, yeah, none here. But we got a Grand Star, and you saw the cute animation with Yoshi when you have a Grand Star. Sadly, Yoshi must disintegrate or something because he goes back to his Super Mario Sunshine days, where he just, disintegrates. Sorry, my commentary was a little funky there. I literally just, moved over to my phone and then put, well, I put it on vibrate because with how my phone works, or I think most Apple phones work, when you get a text, 2 minutes later it gives you the notification again, and I didn't want that sound to go off. But we are almost back to 1,000 star bits. I'm more comfortable when I get to the 1,000 star bit mark, but anyways, great work, pal. That's your third Grand Star. Alright, we're ready to fly through time and space. That monster is still out there somewhere. So let's ship out to the next world, Captain. Goodbye, fancy, nice, starry sky. I will miss you. Oh, I never knew that there are a whole bunch of shooting stars in this area. But whatever. We are now moving on from the thing that actually looks like space. And we're going to a apparent world that also looks like we're not in space. And by that I mean it kind of harkens back to the first and second worlds. But we've sure come a long way, thanks to your efforts. Let's keep this good thing going, am I right? The helm is yours, Captain. And look, we are in World 4. We have a Hungry Luma, which needs 1,200. We don't have enough yet, but we should have enough after doing a few things. And the Supermassive Galaxy. Oh, I also never knew that, like, it just said the name of it. It didn't say Galaxy after it in the little, see, like, the little bubble right there. So yeah, well, you may think that in the next episode we are just going to tackle, or start tackling World 4, but instead, we are going to finally go back to World 1 and start taking on the many, and I mean many comets that have just now, or have for a little bit. Well, we're going to start taking on the comets that have been building up since World 3, because we have a decent amount to do. At least 3 as of right now, just in World 1. So, this has been Juddle Plays, saying see you later, and get ready for a whole bunch of stars next episode.